In this one, we're going to have a look at constants in Go. And so before we go any further, let's think about what we've covered so far. We had a look at variables and what is the opposite or the alternative to variable in programming. It is constant. So variables, they were assigned a value, but that value could change. With constants, there's two things different than from the variables. First of all, when we declare the constant, we have to give it a value there and then also that value can never change. So we're declaring it with a fixed value that will never change. So what would that be useful for? Well, it would be useful for values which would never change. So think of something with a fixed value like the value of pi or something like that, or the value of a right angle, 90 degrees. Things like this are going to be fixed values. So let's go and declare our first constants. The way we do this is with the const keyword. And so here we'll say max users. And notice I didn't use a type. You can use a type and specify a type, but often you'll not do that because you're actually assigning a value when you create the constant. And so Go is able to actually figure out what kind of value that is. So we'll have max users and we'll also have a welcome message. Okay, so we have fixed values of 100 for max users, and that will be an integer. And for welcome message, the value will be a string and it will be welcome to Go bytes. So all we need to do now is just print those things out. So notice when I drop that in there, when we're using the print line function on the format package, we always need to import the format package. And so we are printing out welcome message, and then we are saying the maximum number of users is, and then the next argument will be max users, and when we print that out using print line, it will just put a space between this part and that part. Okay, let's go and run this. Go run main.go. Welcome to Go bytes. The maximum number of users is 100. Okay, time for a challenge. Here's what I want you to have a go at. Write a program that defines two constants, and these can be your favorite number and a short quote that you like. And like it says here, remember, use const for both, and you must assign a value at the time that you declare the constant. So I'm sure you can do this. Pause me now and give that a go. Okay, so let's go and do our constants. So here I'm going to say favorite number is 7, const quote equals keep it simple, and then here we'll just print these out. So I'm going to say my favorite number is, and that will print out as 7, and quote of the day, and that will print out a quote. Okay, so to go and run this, go run main.go. My favorite number is 7, quote of the day, keep it simple. And just to prove that these values cannot change, let's try and assign a different number to favorite number. And we get red underlining here. What is this telling me? Let's hover over this. Cannot assign to favorite number. The reason? Because it is a const. And so if we went to try and run this, expect to see some kind of error. Cannot assign favorite number. Okay, so you now know variables, you now know constants. We can start using them in our small scripts that we write going forward. Hope you liked the video. If so, give it a like. Make sure you're subscribed so that you get more Go bytes, and details of where you can find this lesson on GitHub and where you can sign up to the mailing list are all in the description. I'll see you in the next one.